Hello, and welcome to the next installment of Pokemon Run and Bun, attempt number 5. We've made it past the Aqua Grunts in the museum, and now we have to prepare for the fighting gym, for all the trainers and for Brawly. Hopefully, we'll be able to get past Brawly this time, but I did some calculations off stream. I tried to figure out what the best options were for me. And I think it comes down to either Surskit or Hatena. I'm leaning more towards Surskit, for reasons I'll explain in just a minute. But we have to first decide if we want to evolve it. So the reason I want to evolve Surskit into Masquerain, because it evolves at level 22, it gets Intimidate to lower attack. So with Masquerain, we will have 1, 2, 3, technically 4 Pokemon with Intimidate, including Growlithe, which is really, really nice, although I don't think we'll be bringing Growlithe to the fight with Brawly. And I've already kind of tested out either Fletchinder lead or Hatena lead, Hatchrim, it would be evolved. But I think what I want to do is I want to evolve Surskit with the rare candy. So we're going to do that right now. I don't know if this is correct, but this is what I'm going to do. Alright, so we evolve into Masquerain. We're going to learn 2 moves here. We should learn Scary Face and Gust. We're faster than most of the things in this gym, so I don't think we need Quick Attack. So we're going to get rid of Quick Attack. And then for Gust, we either learn over Struggle Bug or Hidden Power. We can always reteach Hidden Power if we need it. I don't think we will need Hidden Power except for maybe the Poliwrath. But we do have Luxio for Poliwrath. So I'm going to learn it over Hidden Power, because Hidden Power, we can always reteach it. And now we have a Masquerain to include in our calculations. So we're going to update real quick. We're going to export it. And we have to look for Masquerain. Here we go. And the reason we taught Scary Face is for the lead on Brawly. He has a Cubfu that likes to use Sucker Punch if you lead with a Pokemon that's faster. Which is why, because Masquerain should be faster, I think. It'll be close. I have to check really quick. Okay, we are not faster. That is on me, but after Scary Face we will be faster. So the question is, do we... It can't be intimidated because of Inner Focus. So we could just launch 2 Gusts, but that won't take it out because of the Iapapa Berry. It'll be a 3-hit KO. So we basically just have to hope for no crits from Mega Punches. If we change the nature to be plus speed, instead of minus speed, then we'll be faster. So plus speed minus attack. If we do timid nature, then we will be faster. It doesn't see Sucker Punch though, it's still Mega Punch. And Mega Punch does a little bit more damage because we were plus defense. But what's more important, being faster or... It's still a 3-hit no matter what. But we only take 2 hits if we're faster. Let's see. Is there any health it could be at where it prefers... Okay, yeah. That's the issue, is once it gets below, like, 20 HP, it's more likely to do Sucker Punch. We can figure that out later. But we do kind of need to decide if we want to change its nature. I think for now we're fine. So we need to go back to Battle Girl Laura, I think is the first one in the gym. And we have to plan for her. So let's test out Masquerain against Riolu. Gust is a 2-hit and we're faster, so we could do that. Put on a Cherry Berry to avoid paralysis. Is Fletchinder any better? Also a 2-hit, also faster. Pretty much the same. Not much difference there. We do kind of need to keep Masquerain alive because we're using it on Brawly, so we need to be careful with what we do. But I think we just bring Masquerain, Fletchling, not Linoon. We'll leave Quillfish in the box, and we'll leave Timber in the box. So this is what we'll bring to Battle Girl Laura. Alright, so we need Growlithe, Krabby, and Grotle. We don't need them, I suppose, but we do also have Luxio, which we've not included in the calculation yet. So I need to get Luxio really quick. There's Luxio. There we go. So we just leave Krabby in the box, we bring Luxio. Timber's switched out, we bring Fletchinder. Skrelp goes in the box. Alright, this team should be good enough to deal with Battle Girl Laura. Whoever we lead against Riolu needs a Cherry Berry. Doesn't really matter who we pick, so let's just lead with Fletchinder. We give Fletchinder a Cherry Berry. Live has a Chesto, so we will take that. And we'll just give everyone else Oran Berries for the time being. And then this should be perfectly fine. I don't think there's really any risk here. We do need to heal before we go in because Grotle is missing some hit points. Alright, we're good to go. Battle Girl Laura. Alright, we're gonna save. Make sure we're leading with Fletchinder. Alright, 2 Aerial Aces, and that's why we put the Cherry Berry. We just got paralyzed. Stuffle comes in. I think it also sees Body Slam highest damage. And Aerial Ace doesn't quite two-shot because of its ability Fluffy. Force Palm or Body Slam, kind of annoying. We can just switch in Masquerain. Unfortunately, we did not put a Cherry Berry, but should be fine. Yeah, 2 Gusts. We are -1 Oran Berry. Alright. Gust, we're faster, we always take this out. Should be completely fine. Alright, Battle Girl Laura is defeated. So we go back and we heal. Let's see, next fight is Brendan. Galar, far-fetched. 2 Aerial Aces, always faster. Dual Wing Beat does do a lot of damage. So we might want to do Masquerain, get an Intimidate off. It has everything in this gym has inner focus. Dual Wing Beat actually does more because we're bug type. So probably just lead Fletchinder. Crit should be fine. We just Aerial Ace twice. And then we are slower than Heracross, even at plus speed. It's because our speed is so low. Aerial Ace does not always take it out, but we should always be safe. So I think we're free to lead Fletchinder. And we give a Oranberry back to Risk. And to Pride. No, wait. If we have a berry, does knockoff do more damage? Let's check that really quick. Alright, Oranberry. There we go. Knockoff does 46%, 47% with the berry, versus Dual Wing Beat is, I think, 40%. Yeah, so we do no berry because that way we take less damage, or we don't provoke it into using knockoff. And then just 2 Aerial Aces will take it out. Should be completely fine here. The trainers are not what we're worried about. We've had some trouble with them in the past, but it's really the... Okay. So we are lower than I wanted to be. We're at 29 versus Heracross. I think we're always safe, like 5-hit Pin Missile. Yeah, I think we're always safe. We just Aerial Ace. We could Roost once if we're really afraid of it, but then we lose our resistance to Rock Smash. So we'll just Aerial Ace here. We are slower, so -1 defense is a little scary. But Aerial Ace plus Quick Attack, we didn't need Quick Attack, but if we left it at like 1 HP, Quick Attack would always take it out. We defeated Sailor Brendan. Now we go back and we heal. Did not mean to click that. Hopefully it won't open. Alright, next we have Battle Girl Lilith, Fake Out Makuhita. We don't have anything immune to Fake Out, so let's just go with Fletchinder. It does have Rock Throw, which is annoying. Aerial Ace does not guarantee take it out. Gust does not guarantee take it out. So we do have to be a little bit careful on how we deal with this. Let's try Luxio. Luxio has Covet. We are faster. We intimidate it. That's pretty good. Arm Thrust is a little bit scary. But we are faster and 2 Covets take it out. Yeah. It will be burned after the first turn, so I think it'll be okay. And then if we do it with Luxio, Mankey probably comes in with Power Up Punch, 28%, versus... It could also be Drain Punch or Ice Punch from Ledian, but that should be fine. So we lead with Luxio here, because this Makuhita has Rock Throw, which is bad for both Pride and Risk. And then we always know what we need to do on the Mankey. Chip away at it a little bit because it has a Focus Sash, and then that way we don't trigger max power reversal, which we've dealt with before. Alright, there's Makuhita. We Covet. We're faster. It used Bullet Punch there, did not matter. Okay, Mankey is out. We're at 37 HP, I believe. Let's just check. Yes, we're at 37 versus Mankey. Power Punch crit. It never kills. We are slower than it. But we can nuzzle to paralyze. So we're going to do that. There's Power Up Punch. Raise its attack, that's fine. We nuzzle, so now we're always faster. Covet always takes it out. Here comes Ledian. We're at 22. Alright, so Drain Punch crit can take us out, but Spark always takes it out. We're just slower. So... do I want to risk the crit here? Probably not, right? It's always going Drain Punch. If we switch to Fletchinder, we are faster, but we don't one-shot. This is a little bit annoying. What if we go to Growlithe? We have Growlithe, right? -1. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe to go to Growlithe, just to avoid any crit shenanigans. There's Ice Punch. We Fire Fang. Alright, Thunder Punch crit there. I don't think it ever killed, but that was a little bit scary. We're fine. Maybe should have double checked, but we heal. We're on to the next fighter. Black Belt Christian, I believe. Yep. Alright. Let's start with Fletchinder against Metatite. Nope, it has Rock Throw. So let's try Luxio again. Make sure we're fully healed. We are slower. Brick Break does a lot, but after Intimidate, it's okay. We could Nuzzle to be faster. What does it have? It has a Koba Berry. Okay, 42% against Luxio versus 54%. Okay. Yeah, this is really annoying to deal with. We could try Skrelp. Does Skrelp do anything against this? Kind of. It won't be at -1, but it takes less damage from everything. 3 water pulses were slower. We could bring in Skrelp for this. What about, okay. That's not bad. We could go Seadra with Bubble Beam. Brick Break crit never takes us out. Fake Out, but Fake Out crit is 26%. Fake Out crit plus Brick Break crit never takes us out. We have Sniper, so we just lead with Seadra, and then that'll probably bring in, like, Vital Throw, Machoke, or Low Sweep. Probably Low Sweep from Girder. We do have to be careful with Fletchinder because of Flame Body. So maybe we switch Fletchinder out here for something else. I'm not really sure what we would switch it out for, though. I think we'll be fine. We just need to lead with Seadra. So we put Seadra in... We switch Seadra to the first position. We give Oran Berries. Everybody should have one. And then we go fight Black Belt Christian. He is over here. Make sure we're leading with Seadra. Always double check. Alright. Fake Out crit plus Brick Break crit never kills. 2 Bubble Beams. Alright. So we're at 33 on Seadra. So Machoke came in for Vital Throw, highest damage. Vital Throw crit never takes us out, actually. That's really interesting. We do outspeed it, so we could chip it with Bubble Beam. We don't need to switch straight away. We could, but I think we just chip it. Let's check Masquerain. Intimidate. Vital Throw does nothing. Yeah, Gust barely does half, so... I guess we can switch to Masquerain. It used Bulk Up, that's fine, we don't care about that. 2 Gust, take it out. Girder has Rock Throw, I'm pretty sure. Yes, so it's always using that against Masquerain. So we want to switch to either Luxio, who takes 19%, yeah, and is faster. But then Bulldoze happens. It's a little bit annoying. Chance of Low Sweep or Bulldoze, but we can kind of switch around a little bit. So we switch to Luxio on the Rock Throw. Bulldoze crit can do a lot of damage. It's basically 50-50, so we'd need to switch again. So we switch to Luxio on the Rock Throw. See how much damage it does. We're going to go a bit slowly here. It's at -1. There's Rock Throw. Now it's either Bulldoze or Low Sweep. We are at 48. We're at 84%. It is -1. Okay, so yeah, either Low Sweep crit or Bulldoze crit can just take us out. We are going to have to attack at some point, but we might want to do that now, actually. Just to do some chip damage. Yeah, I think this is our best chance to do some damage. What if we switch to Seadra? Seadra actually does really well here. We're still faster. There's no speed drops on this. It's already at -1. Bulldoze can speed drop us, but we're still faster. Yeah, I think we switch. Let's take a look at Seadra's HP, though. That's the issue. Yeah, Seadra's at 33. Alright. We don't need Seadra, we need Luxio. So Rock Throw is the least amount of damage on Seadra. So we want to trigger Rock Throw again. So we go back to Risk on a Bulldoze or a Low Sweep. Yep, and now it's always Rock Throw. So now we go to Seadra. I don't know why it was Low Sweep there. I really don't. It's -2 on Masquerain. It should never be... It's 60-40, really? That's so stupid. Okay, well, now Seadra is in the danger zone. So... But I would much rather risk Seadra. Because any crit kills here, right? Yeah. So it's either crit... Crit Bulldoze won't kill, but crit Low Sweep will. So we just do damage with Bubble Beam and hope that we don't get crit. We Bubble Beam. There's Low Sweep. It did not crit. We are now slower. Is it random move now? It might be. It says it's always Mach Punch, even though we're at -2. Okay, yeah, it's random move, which is annoying. It is at -2, though. Okay, so most of the time it's Low Sweep. So if we go to Growlithe and get it to -3, Low Sweep, we will be slower. Even at -3, we take too much damage. This is really stupid. Shinx, -1 is slower. Gosh darn it. This is really annoying. It's at 50% too. Grottle? Grottle can do some stuff, right? It won't be at -3, it'll be at -2. Yeah, I guess we bring in Grottle on the Low Sweep. We're slower anyway. Or Grottle on random move is best option. Lowered speed, we Razor Leaf here. We just Razor Leaf one more time. There we go. That Girder was a lot more trouble than I thought it would be, just because its moveset was difficult to play around. But we made it out. Next trainer is Takao, or however it's pronounced. Against Breloom, we could do Masquerain Gust, always takes it out, no Focus Sash. That seems pretty good. Then that probably either brings in Rock Slide from Mienfu. It is slower. Or Triple Axle. I think it's probably Triple Axle from Baniri because it's faster. Or Fake Out, I suppose. But then we just go into Growlithe, Intimidate it.
They want me to come in.
Alright, so Growlithe, we can plan this out. We should be able to get through this pretty easily. Mienfu does have Rock Slide, which is a little bit annoying. But we can plan this out later. I'm gonna save real quick. And short stream today, but maybe we'll be back later. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you all later. Was I even streaming? Okay.